when you look back, we'll start with the 2000 season first. Again, beating New Mexico State in that first week and then beating Georgia. And I feel like once you beat Georgia, like you said, you had to learn how to win and really how to be a champion. I think like probably what you're saying, like really how to be that type of program. You beat Georgia week 2 and you guys are just off to the races. I mean, how crazy was it for you? Because again, it's just human nature. You're having those doubts after the 99 season and to turn it around the way you guys did. I'm always so intrigued to talk to you and your former teammates. Like, we've seen Shane Beamer with the positive energy and positive momentum and positivity, but like being able to stay positive after going 0-11 and 1-21, even with a new coach, is like, I just think that's a feat in itself to be able to go through that preseason, go through your workouts, stay committed to everything. And obviously it paid off for you guys big time in that 2000 season.
100%. And that is the tough thing. It's hard to be positive when you're getting punched in your mouth and you taste that blood and you're like, oh, man, that's not what I signed up for. But it actually started for us in the 1999 season, but we just didn't reap the rewards of it till later. And that's the thing about when you're dealing with young teenage, young adults, young anything, but specifically athletes, football guys who are kind of used to winning different things like that. So when you get in a situation like that, it's really tough for a coach and for an organization to kind of everybody stay concentrated on that North Star. And for us, a lot of that started in that 99 season. I think about the Florida game, we were close. I think about some of those other games. And again, I mean, we had injuries. Langston Moore started on the offensive line against Florida, SEC, all SEC defensive lineman, but we still had an opportunity to win because we stuck to the plan. And even though we didn't see the fruits of that, that's kind of the carrot that Coach Holtz kind of dangled out there for us. Now, he coupled that with a lot of tough love. One of our mantras and that you always hear when you talk to guys from that Lou Holtz era is that trust, care, commitment deal. And, can I trust you? Do you care about the whole deal? And are you committed? And that kind of encompasses everything. And we felt the fruits of that labor, really New Mexico State. But we were kind of brimming and biting at the bit the whole all season, like you said, because we know we were really close. We had a lot of talent and we had a lot of guys and Shannon Watley and Kalimba Edwards. And I mean, just all type of guys, but it was just like, the season can't get here fast enough. But that was the whole deal what Coach Holtz was preaching to us is like, when it's two-a-days, remember this. Remember how much you want to go out there and win. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you don't want my old ass yelling at you. Yeah, I want to take the water away. I'm going to do all that, but understand why I'm making it hard for you. Not to be a hard ass, I am a hard ass, but to make football and make you really mentally tough so you can handle to go out there. And it's funny when you talk about that Georgia game, because the New Mexico State game, I would venture to say we were more nervous about that game than the next game.
It's just getting that monkey off your back. Just finally get the monkey off
our back. But then we kind of rolled in. It was like, oh man, we got these boys at home. And then you got to think about a lot of that Georgia team. There's a lot of guys who made their choice between South Carolina and Georgia. There were a lot of South Carolina guys on those Georgia teams. Ben Watson. I played against Kevin Breedlove. The Stinchcomb brothers we knew forever. Everybody knew them up and down. So again, all of those things. And it's like, man, these dudes ain't that big and bad. And so for us, when we went out there and we started playing, and we got, Dennis Quinn, my roommate, he gets one pick. And we got a 3-and-out. Andre Goodman, pick 6 okay. And then we're rolling. And then from there, outside the stadium, everybody in the stands, everybody is just going crazy. Like, I can't believe it. But for us, it was kind of like we're just sticking to the plan. And that was the deal for us. The most we could stick to that plan, toughness, no turnovers, all those different things. You ask any guy, they can run down that whole litany of things. That's what we hung our hat on. And then we coupled that up with talent. Then we started adding guys, the Rashad Faisons, all these different things, the guys who started playing out of their mind. But that was the whole deal. And I hope, fingers crossed, this is the same opportunity that Coach Beamer is afforded here at South Carolina. Now, again, I always, preface this with, it's really tough to have patience in South Carolina. One, because it's the SEC, but two, up the road, we can't do it fast enough for what they're doing up there. And so, again, I think Shane is trying to do it with a lot of the same similar things about loyalty and love and all of those different things. But on top of that, he understands you got to still go out there and play football and do football things. Love is great, but you still got to run your face across somebody and run your feet and drive your legs and tackle somebody and knock them back. Yeah. And so I think the biggest thing is, having that message of love and tough love, the why behind those things, but then also having a heart and putting those two things together. Obviously, football is hard enough, two-a-days, all those different things. The biggest thing is giving enough time for that message to really sink in and allowing these guys to go out there and do that. I think they will do that, but hopefully the way the schedule's kind of set up for us this year, we can get some early on successes against the Eastern Illinois and figure out some ways to go to East Carolina and beat them. Again, that's no easy task. And when I look at it from afar, I'm like, oh man, we're supposed to be East Carolina, but that's the same coach that was at Citadel.
Yep.
Obviously, they're going to run the options and different concepts. And I'm sure he's going to turn around and be like, yo, I took a Citadel team in there years ago. They coming up here, we can whoop them. We're going to play this Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze and it's going to be fired up. But the point is our guys can go on, get a win at home, maybe go on the road, beat some of those guys at East Carolina, and then they can be off and rolling. And before you know it, that's the benefit of being young and dumb. You look up and you got 4 or 5 wins and you don't realize you're not supposed to be doing this. So hopefully that can kind of happen for these guys this year.